Hello, I'm Nobby Clark, welcome to my workshop. What I was doing here was attempting to drill and tap for an 8mm thread in the end of this bar, and a number of things went wrong. You could see in the video, although the hole's fine, it's perfect, no problem at all. But what I was doing in this video is trying a slightly different camera view. I used to mount the camera on a bracket which is attached to the ceiling of the workshop, but with that one I felt that the perhaps the camera angle was a bit too high, and it was very difficult to see what I was doing because I actually had to stand on a box to be able to see the setup through the camera. So what I've done this time is I've clamped the camera to one post of the splash guard at the back of the milling machine. Second problem is that my workshop baseball cap, the peak of it, hit the camera and moved it around, so I'm sorry about that. I do apologise. The other problem, the bit of material I was using here is, I guess you'd say, a bit of scrap material. It was a nice steel bar, which was a curtain rail, which my wife didn't need anymore, and thought, well, rather than throw the rail part away, I could use this for various projects in the workshop. And the bar, well, I hope you can see this, was painted. I was rather hoping that this wouldn't spin in the chuck while I was trying to tap the material, and you see it's taken a lot of the paint off. I was rather hoping that that would stay in place so that I could leave that, and later on when you see what I'm making this for and why I've made it, this would have looked quite nice with a painted finish, but that didn't quite work out the way I hoped it would. So I'm going to have to remove all the rest of the paint off this now. A bit of a shame, but there you go. But it does appear to have a sort of a blackened surface below it. I don't know what that is, but if I can very carefully chip all the bits of paint off very carefully, it'll still look okay. What I've got to do next is, this is actually an extension piece, so what I've got to do now is machine the opposite end down to put an outside thread on the end of this, but you'll see me doing that in a minute, and hopefully I don't make any more mistakes, and I'm going to leave my baseball cap off while I do this part of it. Thank you. There we are, that fits nicely. Oh, by the way, the very loud thank you then was thanking my wife for bringing me a nice drink out to the workshop. A nice big mug of hot chocolate. Wonderful. Anyway, that finishes that off. I'm just going to break the edge on that. Make sure it's going to be safe and not sharp. And we just do that, and then that really finishes that part off, and I'll show you what it's for. There we are, so my nice extension piece, 8mm thread each end. I've as mentioned earlier, this was originally painted, and I have managed to remove most of the paint. I'll have another go this on this end still, so I need to sort of crack that off, and it still actually leaves quite a nice black surface below, so I'm sort of quite happy with that. Well, this is what the adapter I've just made is for. In an earlier video I showed this really nice ball turning attachment I was bought for my Myford lathe, and I mentioned the slight problem I was having with the operating handle, that when that's attached and you're moving the cutting tool around the workpiece, that there's not really enough room under here. You keep hitting the tool holder on the tool post. So what I've done is just made a simple extension piece so that this can be screwed in here first and then just gently locked into place, and then the attachment arm can be screwed into the top like this, and then I can lock it in a a sort of a convenient position like that, so that now I've got plenty of room here to move the attachment around without hitting the top of the tool post here. And the arm can be right over the top if I want it to as well. And I think it probably makes it a little bit easier to handle, and it's clearing everything here, so I can make sweeps of the material to shape the ball without being stopped by this. And I found that when I was using it before, that because my knuckles were hitting here, I wasn't getting a nice smooth finish, so that, you know, helps the problem. And as I mentioned, the black finish here matches this finish here. From all the scratches on here, when I was given this, I'd hoped that this had all been cold blued, but in fact it's only painted and the paint's already coming off. So what I may do in the future is strip all this down and clean it all up and cold blue all these surfaces as well, which should make the surface a little bit more durable, although that's not going to sort of interfere with its usage, but that it may make it look a little bit nicer. Anyway, I hope you you like that little bit of machining there, and that may be of interest to you. Thanks for joining me in the workshop again today. Before I leave you, I just wanted to share another sticker with you. This is from Matty's workshop. Matty's in Eden in Australia, and I guess most people are familiar with Matty's channel. He's also a retired gentleman, and he's got a really wonderful workshop with lots of amazing machines in there as well. Now, sadly, about a year ago now, Matty was diagnosed with cancer, which he's fought off, and he's got a sort of a remission on it, basically, which I hope that remission's going to last forever. It's a brilliant channel. He makes the most amazing things, and he won't accept anything but absolute perfection in his work. He likes to have beautiful shiny surfaces to any piece of metal he's turning or milling on his milling machine. Matty sent me 3 stickers, which arrived amazingly quickly from Australia. I think from him posting it, within 8 days the stickers were with me, which I think is absolutely fantastic, really. Amazed that it got through the UK postal service that quickly. Anyway, Matty, I'm going to add your sticker to the board here. I'm going to put you in here. See if I can get this one on straight as well. It's going to go about here. Right, it's reasonably straight. Matty also sent me something else as well. I gather Matty does quite a lot of 3D printing, and I hope you can see this clearly. He sent me this little 3D printed plaque. I'll move it around a bit so hopefully you can see it okay. Very, very nicely printed. That was included in the envelope as well, which is really nice. So they're not sticky back, so I've put some little sticky pads on the back of this. So if I can get these backs of these sticky bits off, I'll put that below your sticker, Matty. I think that deserves a place on the sticker board as well. See if I can get this on a little bit straighter. Yeah, I think that's okay. So hopefully that will stay on there. These stickers are very old, but I'm hoping that will stay in place nicely. So there we are, 2 up there for Matty. Hope you're okay, Matty, and you're feeling sort of well and happy, and looking forward to lots more videos from you in the future. So anyway, thanks again from me to all the subscribers to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed, do me the honour of subscribing to my channel, and I'd love to have a comment from you. If you can offer me any help or advice, hints and tips on workshop related things, I'd be very, very grateful to receive these. So hopefully I'll have another video for you very, very soon, and perhaps have something for the next weekend. Anyway, thanks very much indeed, and bye bye for now.